everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
Now here's Caruso. The kick out to Williams. And so the ball out of bounds. SGA touched it last. And Doris, we had heard the era of the big threes might be fading, but the Thunder have one with Chet Holmgren, J-Dub, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the beauty of that trio you just listed, they are all similar ages. They are all passionate about the craft of the game of basketball, and all three are about winning. But I'm telling you this, the Oklahoma City fans not taking anything for granted. They thought KD, Russell, and Harden would be together forever, and it didn't happen.
Holmgren. No one covering.
And running offense through Holmgren, great court awareness and really unselfish.
And again, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Bucks working the ball around. Pass to Rollins. From deep. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities. Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
And here's Antetokounmpo outside. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
This guy is such an explosive athlete. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes straight to the cup.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul. First team foul. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Green gets it to go.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
Drills the three-pointer.
Man, he is feeling it from three-point range. All of a sudden, he just can't miss.
Doris, in any discussion about Lou Dort, the first topic has got to be his defense.
Kevin, I'm going to be honest. I don't think we talk about him consistently enough as a player who should and could win Defensive Player of the Year. If you are a perimeter shooter or a perimeter scorer, the last guy you want looking opposite you is Lou Dort.
Here's Giannis. Out to Turner. Outside, Green. And another 3 for Milwaukee. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
The kick out to Williams. And then Williams slams it in.
Woo-hoo, that's the athleticism we talked about with Jalen Williams. This guy can get off his feet in a hurry.
From deep three-point land. Giannis, no good.
And for him to shoot from that distance is a bit of a head-scratcher.
I think as a player, you have to know your strengths and play to them, and that is not within his range.
Hits it from three-point range. Williams has got 16.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
Well, for Lou Dort, it's all about building confidence from three-point territory. This is a growing part of his skill set.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. 8 points, 3 honest.
And both teams here in a nice rhythm offensively, and that really says as much about the lack of D as it does either's hope.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Oklahoma City out in front, leading by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging. And attacking the rim, Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, guys. Jalen Williams is all-purpose. Thunder coach Mark Daignault said, "You really can't find a weakness in his game. His greatness is the cumulative effect of all the things that he does. Basketball is a complex game. You can't be good at just one thing and be a great player, but he is good at everything." Kevin?
All purpose. Thank you, Allie. Here's Harris. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Boy, Gary Harris finding a way inside. That's a gritty play, folks.
SGA with the ball. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Antetokounmpo. 8 points for him. And a wide open look for Portis. SGA with the rebound. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter on the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
And here now the Thunder. After the basket by Milwaukee. Holmgren can't hit. Pass to Kuzma. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Outside, SGA. Holmgren the screen. To the middle. Pocket 6. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop. Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Coming onto the floor for your Thunder, number 55, Isaiah.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside, George. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Connects from three-point range. SGA's got the lead up to 7 now for Oklahoma City. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Inside. Over in the corner, Portis. And another three for Milwaukee.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Well, that's a quick strike from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. In catch-and-shoot situations, those scoring instincts are right on point.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. .139 left in the first half. On the wing, Giannis. Pass to Turner. Kicks it out to Giannis. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. The Thunder leading by 7. To the inside. Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I mean, Jalen Williams is a guy who a lot of people are excited about. He has the talent to be a multi-time All-Star and perhaps an even higher ceiling than that. This guy is such a professional, right? Goes about his business in a highly consistent way.
Count it.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Here's SGA. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Thunder.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Pass to SGA. Shot clock at 5. Oklahoma City needs to get off the shot. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Here's Caruso. And so we wrap up the first half. Thunder lead by 11. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And SGA has got the ball here for the Thunder. And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said,
Giannis showing creativity.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Here's SGA. He's got 12. Here's the drive. Goes up to the stripe. The rebound by Turner. Bucks trail by 9. Here's Giannis. To the paint. Big time slam, Giannis. Oh, my.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight, just unreal.
The kick out to Williams. Antetokounmpo with the steal. And there's the foul. Going Alex Caruso. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Porter in the corner. With the drive. And the layup is good.
When he's going, KPJ is a deadly offensive player. Can beat you in so many ways, including off the bounce.
And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
And big men aren't supposed to move that well in the open floor. That's a big reason Giannis earned the name, the Freak.
And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Rollins. Off target from three-point range. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Here's Hartenstein. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Pass to Turner. Back to Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Porter. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Porter's got his second bucket.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regrouped. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Here comes Shea. And he uses the glass on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That, folks, is about the speed of Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets in there before the defense can react.
Here's Turner. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Bucks trail by 5. Porter in the corner. Driving inside. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. They've led by as many as 11 points. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Porter. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. The Thunder leading by 5. The 3. The rebound by Turner. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Kuzma outside. Pass to Green. And there it is for him. Green's got 8 points.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Williams. Oh.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
Well, that's called positioning, and Turner has the verticality to make it easy.
Here's SGA. What focus by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, he's been lights out. You want to talk about an efficient offensive game. Wow.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Thunder out in front. They're up by 5. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. It's a 5-point game.
And how about the attack there from Giannis inside, going right into the defense and still able to get the shot up.
And Oklahoma City making a change. So he gets them both. And it's the Thunder with the ball. Mitchell outside. Down low. Here's Williams. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Back to Williams. To the inside. Rebound, Milwaukee. Well, it's definitely within striking distance now.
Yeah, but they've got to make each possession count on both sides of the floor.
And the Thunder making a switch here.
Second team foul. Now to Oklahoma City.
Giannis right side. Pass to Trent. Back to Giannis. And stolen by Williams. On the wing, Wiggins. Back to Mitchell. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game. And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Timeout, timeout.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
Thank you, Allie. Back to Antetokounmpo. Over in the corner, Turner. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Holmgren. The shot by Turner, no good. The Thunder leading by 3. Now Williams. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Williams fires. Takes advantage. That J is good.
If you let Jalen Williams get to his spots in the catch and shoot, good night, folks.
Here's Porter. Nice execution down low.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Now Holmgren. Williams outside. Giannis. Cleared away by SGA. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does, and that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
2 minutes remaining.
Gilgeous-Alexander so quick off the floor.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
And you know, he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
And here is Caruso. All right, here's Williams.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Well, just terrific job knocking these down in a big spot.
Now Turner. Holmgren with the steal. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. With the tip. Toward outside. Now Caruso. Shot clock at 6. SGA. 18 feet out. Count it.
But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a thirsty scorer, and if you concede the mid-range, he'll take it.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And too much time in the lane, they get called for...
Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. It'll be the Rockets off the tip. On the wing, Durant. Fires in the triple. And not too often we see a matchup like this one. Both of these teams are elite when it comes to cleaning the glass, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and that's why I expect this to get physical around the rim, which will put the endurance of these teams' rebounders to the test. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And here's Doncic outside. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with the head coach of the Rockets for a minute. I asked him about LeBron James and what his team's defensive game plan was against him, and he said to me, hope and pray that he misses a majority of his shots. With LeBron, there's only so much you can do against him, but we're going to do our best. We'll see what happens here tonight. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Down low. Durant with it. Picked up by Reeves. Here's Thompson. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
He tried to get spicy and totally whipped, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least, about a week.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
Staying healthy isn't easy in the NBA, Richard. Just look at Rui Hachimura.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that Rui's always been pestered by that injury bug. Coming into this season, he's never hit 70 games. Just shows you how tough it is to stay healthy in this league.
Now here's Thompson. Outside Durant. Okogie on the wing. This one for three. Sends it home from three-point land. Okogie's got 9 points.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
That's good. And so Durant with the assist. He's got 12.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times,
Timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Well, Grant, the Lakers captured the 3 seed last season, but only the 8th best point differential in the West. What does that tell you?
It tells me that they overachieved in the regular season, but a team this star-studded has postseason aspirations as well. That's where they'll look to improve. Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now here's Doncic. Off the inbound, no good. Pass to Durant. And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And now a timeout called by J. Redick. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. A A contest in the West. We'll see if the Timberwolves can please this home crowd. Now here's Edwards. Over Harden. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. This is one fans have been looking forward to, Greg, for a while now. Two major star-studded teams ready to battle.
On paper, it's a very exciting matchup, and knowing these guys are ready to exceed all expectations, we could be in for a real show here tonight.
Pass to Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Explosive move by Kawhi at the rim. The defense had no answer there.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. We talked about Kawhi Leonard and how much his experience plays a role. He mentioned when you have a guy like Kawhi, you can take one aspect of his game, but he's so skilled and experienced that he will find another way to beat you. They've got their hands full with the vet. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Well, with Zubats, obviously, Clark, you're getting strength, but he's underrated when it comes to skill. Good passer and nice ball skill.
Kevin, I like his little jump hook in the post. He's got a nice little touch with the push shot in there. He can get it done anywhere in the paint. You know, he knows exactly when to look for and take his shots. His IQ playing inside is as good as it gets.
6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. There's McDaniels.
Incredibly versatile at the defensive end. Kawhi Leonard can lock you down.
Harden with it. Kicks it out to Leonard. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Left side, Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's his first foul. And here is Los Angeles now. To the paint. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randle. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard.
With quick feet and excellent lift and competitive spirit, McDaniels, a lockdown defender.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside.
Oh, right here!
Now here's Harden. Pass to Leonard. Outside for Harden. Just 5 on the clock. The shot from the low post is good. This game could be like a tennis match, Grant, with the ball racing from one side of the court to the other.
Yeah, B.A., you can get whiplash watching these teams run up and down the floor. They like to get it and go without any hesitation.
Jacks up a 3, and it's New York with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
Kept alive. Outside Hart. Brunson with it. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Harden. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Earlier I spoke with Mike Brown. The two-way star Kawhi Leonard was at the top of the coach's mind. He told me we've seen Kawhi win those finals MVPs because at his best, he is as good as anyone in the world. Leonard doesn't just score it, he can also shut down your best wing. It's really tough facing him. Back over to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Well, Grant, the 2025 season was sort of a return to form for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, B.A., he just seemed more comfortable out there, right? Getting back to what his numbers used to look like and just playing with reckless abandon.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Mikal Bridges. First personal foul.
Harden scanning the floor. Harden missing again. Here's New York. Towns outside. Out to Bridges. 4-3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Oh, got a piece of it. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
And it's really tough to catch a pass from that distance. He's asking a lot of his teammates to reel that one in. When you keep your eyes up, good things tend to happen. Excellent pass ahead.
Now here's Harden. Dunn outside. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Shot to stop the run. And it's Brunson with the rebound. Knicks leading by 6. Towns. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson.
Yeah, with his size and build, Towns can be very forceful inside, and no one was able to stop him.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside Brunson. Lets it go from deep. To the paint. Here's Towns. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Well, when your big can contribute from the line like Towns, you gotta like your chances.
Got it.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Brunson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. From deep, it's rebounded by Zubac. Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
And so often you see Harden flip the ball up there off the bounce, so it's cool to see him elevate and hammer it through.
Count it. Good.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Harden with it. And it's Anunoby picking him up. Back to Harden. Down low. Here's Leonard. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
They're taking the opportunity to get airborne. Kawhi doesn't hold back when he sees an opening.
Anunoby for three. Now Brunson. Towns on a screen. Got it off in time. Whoa! He just got it off in time.
That was close. And he doesn't panic in these situations.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Knicks out in front, up by 6. And back to... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, BA, and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
Gets the three to fall. Bridges has got 5 now.
Oh, productive from back there. Bridges showing the range.
Now here's Leonard. Kawhi, too strong inside.
Inside, Leonard has so many go-to moves. He knows how to get by into a shot.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Teammate Josh Hart may call Jalen Brunson the king of New York, but Brunson says, I would never consider myself the face of the franchise, but I'm a leader of this team. That's what I want to do, and I am grateful for the opportunity. I don't take this for granted. Back to you.
Staying humble. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Collins a screen. Here comes Kawhi. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
That hoop is what makes Kawhi so lethal. I mean, you have to respect the outside shot, but he can also take it right to the basket.
Back to Towns. Nice move. And the layup is up and in. Towns has gotten 4 this quarter.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Outside Harden. Leonard on the wing. Back to Harden. With some arc. The rebound by Bridges.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And it's Leonard with the ball for the Clippers. 9-point game. All right, Grant, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, BA, he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
Got a piece of it. Done with a steal. Leonard inside. Kawhi finishes inside. So good at the rim.
Oh, this is why you get Leonard the ball inside and just let him go to work.
It's Bridges on the wing. New York working the ball around now. In transition, here come the Clippers. And Harden with the slam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that.
Zubac with the steal. And they're pushing it up. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Collins so active around the rim.
Kicks it out to Anunoby. Done with a steal. The Clippers, another fast break opportunity here. Harden can't hit. The Knicks with the lead. Out to Bridges. From the arc. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
Yeah, canning it from the corner isn't as easy as Bridges made it look that time.
Up top, Zubac. Back to Harden. Inside. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Outside Brunson. Out to Bridges. Hart from long range. And again, New York with the triple.
Nice pass by Bridges. Just keeping his options open out there.
Here's Harden. Out to Leonard. Pass to Collins. Done outside. And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, the defense has not been able to slow him down inside. And until they offer some sort of resistance, just keep feeding him the ball.
Leonard for three. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. New York out in front, up 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Grant, the Clippers were finally healthy in the playoffs last season, but it still wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, but they gave us a dramatic 7-game series against the Nuggets, who then went on to push OKC to 7 games. So even if it wasn't the outcome the Clips wanted, still a heck of a season.
Sends it home from three-point land. Bridges has got 11.
Nice job measuring.
Oh, vicious slam by Kawhi.
Yeah, the level of creativity Leonard has is just special. He's capable of some really memorable throwdowns.
Left side Hart. The floater. It's Hart on the wing. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, Bridges. Nope, 4 for 7 now. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
It really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
Pass to Collins. Back to Harden. To the middle. Here's Dunn. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Outside Hart. New York working the ball around now. For 3, Bridges. The Clippers grab the miss. Here's Harden. Collins left side. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
On defense, the Knicks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
And, you know, you can't underestimate Harden's ability to blow by defenders. It opens things up for him on the offensive side. Come on, B.A. He sure can run.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Los Angeles shooting their second and third shots at the line here. The free throw drops for Leonard.
And you know, guys, I mean, he is a solid free throw shooter. And, of course, Leonard has everything in his game. He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
The Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Clippers last season inaugurating the Intuit Dome after for years sharing an arena with the Lakers. Kawhi Leonard said it helps having a home base for you rather than being a roommate. Coach Tyronn Lue said it feels so good to have a place to call your own and just call home. Guys,
and looking to protect it. All right, thank you, Allie. Towns, right side. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. The Clippers trail for the lead. And that's 2 points on the layup. Leonard's got 6 here in the quarter.
Oh, a fantastic score. Kawhi can put a barrage of points up quick.
Pass to Hart. There's the triple. And here's Bridges. Drills it from deep. Bridges has got 14.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers. His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
James Harden. First personal foul.
1:16 left to play in the third. Pass to Towns. Now Brunson. And an Obi for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
It's impressive how Harden makes room inside. He finds a way to navigate the shots.
Back to Brunson. Anunoby on the wing. 6 to shoot. Bridges outside. Let's go with a 3. That won't go. 5 for 10 from the floor. Leonard outside. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Leonard's got 10 points now, just in this quarter. Here's Hart. And rejected. And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for Los Angeles. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Back to the game. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for the Clippers. They lead by 1. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. Here's Collins. And Collins with the slam.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Back to Anunoby. Off target with the 3.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Leonard up top. Collins right side. Off with the layup. Knicks trail by 3. Pass to Hart. It's stolen by Leonard. Now here's Zubac. Covered by Towns. A nice shot by Zubac. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
For the finish!
Good effort on defense pays off for Harden. He gets a steal and starts the fast break.
Anunoby on the wing. And stolen by Leonard. On the shot clock. To the inside. Back to Zubac. Shot from 12. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Knicks trail by 7. Screen by Bridges. Now Towns. Uncovered. Yes, sir! Hits the jumper.
Well, when it comes to big men, you're not going to find a better catch-and-shoot option than Cat.
Now Zubac. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Leonard looking over the floor. Now Zubac. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Up top, Brunson. With the shot. The jumper is good.
Pretty much the second Brunson gets the ball, he's into motion, and that's how it's done.
Now Zubac. Collins outside. Now Zubac. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Harden! The free ball is down!
He's never shy to let it go from three-point range. Harden wants to make the D's job as tough as possible.
Now Anunoby. Stolen by Harden. Done with it. Hart covering. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Harden! Yes, sir, with the 3.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Clippers.
They really had things going. Their offense carried them tonight, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., tonight, simply they won the battle of the field goal percentage. I mean, it made all the difference.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Clippers lead 62-52.
Here's Harden. There's 18 seconds left in the game. Here's Zubac. Oh, he jammed it!
Everyone knows Harden is a talented passer. He can really rack up those assists.
Stolen by Harden. From 17 feet out. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down...